All right. So I just got one of the coolest matches I've seen in a while. Shout out to Savion here. I want you guys to tell me at the end of the video, is this a new submission or is this a legit submission or is this a total fluke? But wait till you guys see what I got at the end here. Let's get right into it. Um, so Savion is the son of one of my homies that I train with here. Brown belt match, I believe middleweight, he said. No gi coming out in the wrestling stance. Savion went for the flying triangle. And I'm going to come from the perspective of his opponent here. Right now, they get right into it. If you guys notice, first thing I can comment on here, if I go back just a little bit, is even though Savion, perfect spot right here, screenshot this. Even though Savion went for the flying triangle and kind of, to be honest with you, bro, plopped on his back, I don't think the guy grabbed as strong or gave Savion as strong of a frame to hold on to. Awesome job scooting his ass in and getting underneath the guy. My marker's a little bit fat on this one. But Savion gets right underneath this guy, which allows him to start playing in tight and take advantage of basically setting up all of his entries here. If I was in this match, this is where I would want to be right now, is in Savion's spot. He's already grabbing up the legs. He's got the guy overcommitted over his hips. And if you guys notice, this guy's hands aren't on the mat, but they're very close to being planted in spots you don't want them. So, and Savion still has all this room to swivel and kind of pick whatever angle he wants to work with on this match. So far, I would be excited to be in Savion's spot, even though the World Star submission in the beginning didn't work out. They're gonna end up in this situation for quite a while. Well, not too long. But the thing I want to comment on for this guy right here, not a fan of, and you guys, if you watch enough of these videos, you're gonna notice, I don't like how homie here is fighting up top and fighting the arms instead of getting this knee out. And you'll see how that comes to bite him out in the ass. This is gonna be a very quick one here. But he's kind of just hunkering down here, which is, I would say, some call it neutral, but I would say this is giving Savion the advantage, especially because he's giving Savion all of his extremities and also locked down here. So technically, they're locking each other in, but if this guy's arms are occupied with Savion up here, Savion can start kind of doing exactly what he sets up here. In the top guy's position, I don't know his name, I don't have it on the screen. I would be fighting these feet. That's what I keep talking about. Lock down these hips, beat them first. You start fighting the hands and the shoulders, and you're just always going to end up with this space underneath you. Here, so he's kind of a little bit too comfortable. Maybe he's just trying to get settled into the match and feel it out, but I don't like how the guy on top is hand fighting right now. I think you should be pushing your hips through, beating the knee line, and trying to collapse these knees together and start smashing or bring the knee through so you can run around. But right here, we get into a little bit of action. Boom. Let's rewind that before we get too crazy. So, Savion, if you notice here, and this is what I was talking about earlier, since Savion has a lockdown right here and the guy's not really fighting it, he still has all this space out here to take advantage of all the angles he wants. And a big no-no, this guy's hands on the mat. That means you're making him post, which means you're getting him off balance. So you'll notice Savion will open up his legs in this spot because I think he notices he has a really clean entry to the legs and he has a really clean way to get there by having all this angle open up. So now he can start doing clean entries. The guy at the same exact time notices he needs to throw up a Hail Mary. As soon as these legs open, he's going to go for the far arm bar, which is kind of smart because if his leg does get stuck in there, it's not impossible. But to me, it's a little bit of a Hail Mary. Let's watch it go by. It goes for the arm bar, but Savion has a really nice, like I said, takes that angle, takes him over, locks up the legs. And right here, This is where we need to pay attention. Right here, as you can see. Yeah, my head's not in the way. Okay. We got ourselves a little bit of a Kimura slash Anaconda setup, but with the legs and the knee. And boom, we get the finish. That's a great job by Savion right there. Now, here's where you guys come in because I want to know what this is called or what you would call it. It's not a typical scenario. I say mission accomplished by Savion because a tap is a tap and a win is a win, baby. And he's coming home with a gold for this day. I can't tell if these are tears of happiness or concern, but you know, it's kind of the game you play at this level. I do think this guy is actually hurt, so I do hope him the best, and I hope he has a good recovery. But nonetheless, what do you guys think of this submission? What would you call it? What is it called? What would you have done different? And what did you notice that I didn't?
They try to drown me, I can swim upstream so profoundly. I can stay calm in a dire situation. I'm at it every day, no time for a vacation. And I smell blood in the water. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my daughters. Now I'm gonna shut your lips. It's time for a brand new episode of what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talkin' Jit.